What is going on, Raptors Nation? It is Luca here back with another video. We actually got a lot to talk about in this post game because of what happened prior to the game. So I thought I would combine the two talking points, the stuff about Jontay Porter, obviously taking precedent of what happened tonight. And then the Raptors went on to lose against the Brooklyn Nets 96-88. Raptors have now lost 11 games in a row, 10 games left on their season. But we're going to begin with the Jontay Porter stuff. Jontay Porter, he was added to the Raptors injury report before the Raptors took on the Brooklyn Nets on Monday night. He was out, and the reason given was personal. Then we found out about an hour before tip-off what had happened, as Porter is reportedly being investigated for multiple instances of betting irregularities over the past several months, according to ESPN. And some of the details here are just, wow. I mean, they are mind-boggling when you look into it. So you look at the report put out by Woj. There was an increased betting interest on the under for Porter on January 26th in a game against the Los Angeles Clippers. And in the game, the 24-year-old, he played just 4 minutes and he exited the game due to what the Raptors called a re-aggravation of an eye injury, and all the unders for Porter cashed in. The next day, as part of a daily report to users on betting results, DraftKings Sportsbook reported that the under on Porter's three-pointers was the biggest money winner for bettors of any NBA player props from games that evening, ESPN reported. Then, in a game on March 20th against the Phoenix Suns, Porter played just 3 minutes before leaving the game due to illness. He did not score, and he had 2 rebounds. The unders on Porter successfully cashed in again. The next day, DraftKings Sportsbooks reported to its users that Porter's prop bets were the number one money maker from the night in the NBA, ESPN reported. Per Sportsnet's Blake Murphy, the Raptors will not be offering comment on this report. Meanwhile, an NBA spokesman told ESPN we're looking into it, per ESPN's Adrian Wojnarowski. So very, very crazy stuff. I mean, it's not looking good for Jontay Porter. Very, very weird, strange, coincidental that he comes out of the game multiple times early, and there's a correlation between that and the bets that were placed on him and the bets that were won. There's a lot of videos surfacing online, and obviously you're going to give him the benefit of the doubt. He is not guilty until proven otherwise. But based on the report that came out, not looking good for Jontay Porter. And it was only a matter of time until something like this happened in the NBA. Obviously, betting is very prevalent in the sports world right now. We just saw what happened with the whole Ohtani situation, and it happens in the NBA not too long after that. And it's the Raptors that are the team that is involved in this controversy. And of course, this would happen to the Raptors in the midst of what has been just a wild, weird season, and one that is truly going to go down as one of the most memorable for a lot of the wrong reasons. But I mean, just when you thought the season had it all, this Porter stuff comes out. So I wanted to just start the post game by talking about Porter. We'll see what happens. Again, nothing is finalized, but like I said, it's not looking good, and we'll see how things look for Jontay Porter once the official investigation is finalized. So the Raptors did have a game right after, following the news that has caught the NBA by storm. But yeah, the Raptors, they played against the Brooklyn Nets, and this was a team that it was really, really great to see. And I want to start by saying this: RJ Barrett and Emmanuel Quickley on the Raptors bench, and RJ Barrett in particular smiling. Obviously, he has been away from the team. He's been away for 6 games following the death of his younger brother, Nathan. Both players were seen on the Raptors bench. Both players are back with the team, but they are still not on the court. Of course, there is no timetable for their return, as the Raptors are calling both Barrett and Quickley out due to return to competition conditioning. So great news that both of them are back on the Raptors bench. Wouldn't surprise me if we do see RJ and Emmanuel quickly again before the season is over. Again, nothing has come out officially, still no timetable for both of these players' returns, but the fact that they are on the bench is a good sign. The Raptors do take on the Knicks on Wednesday, and then they'll have 3 days off before their next game after that against the 76ers on Sunday. So maybe we could see IQ and Barrett play again before the season is over, because I tell you guys, this Raptors team, this version of the Raptors, man, they are not good right now. Held to a season low, 88 points. The Brooklyn Nets beating them by 8. The Nets were missing a couple of key players as well. And yeah, I mean, the Raptors did have 5 players finishing in double figures. Freeman, Liberty, career high 15 points. Gary Trent Jr. had 18. Bruce Brown 10. But another L for the Raptors as they keep on racking up these L's. A bright spot in this game, if you are looking at the bright spots for the season, the Raptors did officially set a franchise record for the most assists in a season, 2,086. So you got to give Darko a lot of credit. I mean, this is a Raptors team that has seen so many players come in and out, the most players used by them in one single season. And the fact that Rajakovic is still able to get this record, that shows you that guys are buying into his offensive system. And, once the Raptors do have some continuity with the group that they want to build around and they're out there healthy, they can start to build on some things. But this was a tough game for the Raptors. Of course, they now lose 11 in a row. And for as long as they're without their key starters, they're going to continue to be an underdog. And Darko Rajakovic did comment on the Porter situation. And this is per Josh Lewinberg. He said that he became aware of the Jontay Porter report investigation today. And like everybody else, he says, caught me off guard, but at this point, I don't have a comment. He said nothing seemed unusual about the games. Porter left early, had no reason to doubt his injury illness. So that is obviously the bigger story that's going to be talked about for many days to come. And we will see what the outfall is of that. And it's going to be interesting because something like this hasn't happened in the NBA. And if Porter is indeed found guilty, the NBA could come down on him hard and really set an example for something like this not happening again. Because if Porter's found guilty, I mean, it is definitely not a good look on the NBA, especially as betting has become so prevalent in today's game. So we'll keep an eye out for that. Raptors lose. Let me know your thoughts, guys, on the Porter situation. Let me know your thoughts on the game. And yeah, drop a like on the video. It helps with a ton. Please subscribe to the channel for more. That is it for me. This is Lucas signing off. Thanks so much for watching. I will catch you all again in the next one.